I think the auto turrets do a way better job than I do. Maybe I should just worry about just driving. See how bad I can screw that one up. Pretty badly, very badly. Very, very, very... Oh boy. Very badly. Repair turret? Am I not damaged? I'm not damaged. He says as he drives into the wall. Into the wall. G'day, mate. Welcome back to Factorio with me, Jedit. So, it's New Year's, which means, well, we're going to blow some shit up. So, first things first. We finished off the research to have bigger and better belts. So, I really want to turn those on before I completely forget. No, that one. And that one. And that one. Same time, I really want to cap these. To, like, not a lot. Really, really, really not a lot. The main reason is, well, resources. They're not exactly cheap. So, we'll start with blue undergrounds. Well, we'll start with blue belt. So, blue belt costs 31.5 iron for one blue belt. And when we go up to Factory Extended, we add another 10 iron to that. So, that's 41 iron. And then another 10 iron to that. So, that's 51 iron. It's not so bad. Splitters are 86 and 72 iron with some plastic. Then we're going to add another 40 and 50. So what's that? 70 is what? 110 and 130. And then we're going to add some more. So that's like 160 and almost 200. Copper. So fairly expensive. Undergrounds, whole different story. Undergrounds are 257 iron to start with for a blue underground. When we go to green underground, we actually need 2 blue undergrounds, so we're up to like 500 iron to start with, and then we add another 80 iron to that. So at like 600 iron. And then for purple, we need 2 lots of the greens, so we're at like, what? Almost 1200 iron, and then we add another 80 iron, so we're definitely at 1200 iron. So they're a little bit expensive, so I really want to limit how many we make. We have got enough that this is running better. I can already see that this is definitely a choke point here, and it could probably be upgraded, but it's processing as fast as it can. Like, there's no point to upgrade this until I can process faster, and actually we've maxed out our smelters. You know what? Actually, if I go to that one, if I grab that one and we upgrade all of that to blue, and that, and that, then I can probably smack some more smelters on the end. Probably. What do I want to do? I want to go over there and actually do it in person, I think. Alright, for the moment, we'll just put in the infrastructure of... Oh, that's not going to fit. Of that. Yeah. Alright, so I need to go over and tweak that in person. So let's go do that in person. I don't carry blue stuff on me. And yeah, things are still breaking. The biters are still hard at it. Okay, we want to join that like that. I want one of them. Yes. And then I want one of them. And I want one of them. And I have no idea if this has to be blue belt on the way in. Oh, it is blue belt for a little bit and then swaps back to... Okay, so let's go... Express, express, fast. Fast, fast, express. So we'll just upgrade like that much of it to express as well. Hopefully that's better. Hopefully that lets us process more. I honestly don't know. But, you know, we've hopefully improved things there. Okay. So, that's done. Next thing I really want to do is I want to look at our gears. Because most of your belt and underground production and well, cost is not so much in... the price of iron, it's actually in the price of the gears. So at the moment we're using 30 iron to make 15 gears. I'd like to improve that just slightly. I want one extra tile here, please, guys. Thank you. Underground there. I want these things. We're going to do 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3, gap, 1, 2, 3, go away, power pole, gap. Okay, then I want an assembly machine in the middle, and then I want those very few prod 4s that I've actually made. 7, 8 of them. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That bit of charcoal can go away. Yeah, okay, that does end up back where it's meant to be. Okay, so if I just slide that over, nope, there. Okay, that pipe's not going to let me put it there. Alright, back where we were. Power pole. Done. Alright, if you make gears, and you make gears, and nope, this pipe needs to move over a few tiles. Okay, bit more room to move. Alright. If I place this for the 5th time, I think that's what we're up to. Come on, beacons. Beacons are done. Speed modules are half done. Do I have any speed 1s on me? Nope. Alright. Meanwhile, we'll just get this plumbed in at least. And then I want your output, which I want to curve down and up, and then underground that out. And you're obviously going to have to be moved over. I want one of these buffer thingies. Right there, except I'll put in a passive provider. And again, upgrade planner. Now I know there's no gears currently, which is probably breaking a whole bunch of stuff, but that's fine. Because in theory, we're going to produce as many gears, roughly, probably even more, in a whole lot less space. So we were making 15 gears before and using 30 iron to do so. Now we're making 19 gears, so more gears at only 28 iron. So we're actually using less iron and producing more gears by just using some productivity modules and some speed modules. And you output. Nope. Nope. That goes there. That goes there. Right. Cut that off. Is that... Well, I don't need the splitter, obviously. Let's do things that way then. Yeah, something like that. Put that there. Put that there. And hopefully you guys can keep up. Yeah, we're basically going to just drain a whole belt of iron, but you know, there's not a lot I can do about that. Okay, put another splitter there then. There we go. All right. So yeah, we're basically using a whole red belt's worth of iron to make as many gears as possible. So yeah, mission number 1 accomplished. Trying to cut down on the cost of my iron to make all my pretty, very, very expensive belts. Next thing on my mission of things I want to accomplish today, we have you running, and we have excess on the belt. So this is actually running perfectly. We're just going to expand it by, well, as many as I can throw at it. We're going to bring the beacons down as well. We're going to put power in there, power in there. You're saying you want 6 of those, 5, 6. And next thing I'm going to do is empty that one, manually fire that up, empty it, manually fire that up, empty it, fire that one up, empty it. You know what? No, you go out to there. And whoa, that direction. Fire you up. Empty you. Okay, you've got 2 spare. You've got 1 spare. You've got 1 spare. You've got 1 spare. You've got 1 spare. You've got none spare. You're fired up as well. And you're not fired up yet. You're still running on when you turn on situation. Well, when the enough outputs from the system that you can turn on. And then we beacon everything. I have the modules on me, bots. So, this is now running. These will need to all stack up to have 80 in this slot. So they need to have 80 more cycles before they'll have enough that they should be going at full speed. And then we should be good to go. Alright, so the next thing I want is my uranium. I want to output priority left because I want this to run first. This is priority number 1. But I have a whole bunch of old dull rocks that I need to do something with. So that failed. Okay, so I want to start upgrading our walls. Our wall choices. With Dunstone walls, we have solar walls. Now, a lot of people have suggested solar walls, and I've just said nope repeatedly because we're still making most of our power from burning corpses. We're still making power from burning corpses. As you just saw, we just expanded this, and it's caught up. No, we need to process bone and meat faster. A later problem for a later JD. Yeah, if I just take the DNA up a little bit, I can double up this side of the belt. So, later problem for later JD. But I can do, and we're going to do, uranium walls, because we've already got concrete walls down everywhere, so we're going to start making some uranium walls, which requires concrete. Conveniently, I have a whole bunch of concrete right here. Output priority right. And we're going to go with double input, output, with a splattering of power. And that's where our uranium comes in. That went too far. But that's okay. Quick decon and fixed. Okay, so we want, obviously, 6 machines is the number I've chosen. Nope. 9 machines it is. And we're just going to bring all our walls down here. Now, concrete walls, if we remember, have a hit point of 600. Uranium walls have 1,000 hit points. So, again, just more hit points added into the fray. Hopefully means they survive longer against the worms, because the butter's not breaking through the walls. It's just the worms. Just the stupid worms. So, we're just going to power that up. We're going to leave that. It's just going to burn off the excess uranium. That's really all it's ever going to do. It won't take any of the uranium that... Well, it won't... It'll take concrete... and it'll just, take the excess dull rocks. Now, I could use those for ammo. But I could just as... Oh. 6. I'm glad I noticed that now rather than later. Or never. That's another possibility. I could have never noticed. So we're I want this to run, and then, honestly, I think the walls are probably the better investment. Because they're quick and they're easy, and I can just use Upgrade Planner. The current ammo we've got in the gun turrets is doing wonders, and it's not really about our killing power, our stopping power, because the fire is probably doing more damage than anything else, according to the lagometer. The lagometer. How often we go into bullet time. I've also extended the concrete both front and back to most of the walls. But I can still expand it. We're probably going to keep expanding it. Now, this is running, that's running, that's running. Okay, so the next thing I want to do is we want to go and say hi to some friends. Really, I'd love to have nukes. Like, we have everything to actually start making nukes. The catch is, that's 5,000 packs. It's not a research we're going to get done in a hurry. I could get stronger explosives, which we're not really using rockets or landmines or grenades. That really doesn't help me. Everything else is infinite tech. I could get at higher artillery shell range, which is maybe not a bad idea. I don't even know where to go with research. So we're just going to... A super heavy tank? Super heavy tank Mark II. I actually think... Tanks Mark III. No, that's right. That's behind the alien artifacts, which I haven't researched yet. Or I haven't set up yet. No, look, I think I'm just going to let science buffer on the belts for a little bit, and we shall come back to it. In the meantime, we have a bunch of artillery shells, and a bunch of artillery. So, actually, no, first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to craft. I do have all the resources to craft a heavy tank Mark II. That's one of the researches I did between episodes, so we're going to craft that. I'm going to also take our tank that we left down with Santa and empty out its grid, because I have a super heavy tank, so we're going to use a super heavy tank. On top of that, it does use extra, or it does have the ability to use a lot of extra equipment slots. So I'm hoping that we can put something interesting here to keep the biters at bay. I have crafted a cannon pod, which should automatically fire cannon shells for me, which seems like a really good idea, considering I have lots of cannon shells. The one thing is the super heavy tank takes a different type of cannon shell. It doesn't take the 75mm cannon shell. It takes like an 80-odd shell. That one. Which is just a slightly different recipe. It basically costs twice as much and does twice the amount of damage with a slightly higher area effect. But it does mean I have to like recraft everything. I don't want to, okay? So I can't put these in here. I can put this in here so I can run the minigun, and then I can take... Where is it? Okay, I can put a reactor in there. Then we're going to want tank shields. Then we're going to want some batteries. Personalized defense doesn't sound like a bad idea. I have the cannon pod, which we can throw in there, which will shoot cannon shells for us automatically. We've got 2 of these gun pods that we had earlier that shall just fire off bullets for us automatically. I guess another PLD. It's a really odd size. It's 11 by 10. And as everything, just about everything comes in even numbers, it's a little bit of an odd number to deal with. Now I do have the normal batteries. Let's just normal batteries and normal shields. Let's start with that. So shield hit points 150, battery storage is 100 megajoules. I have the tank versions. So the tank shields is 450 hit points, and the battery Mark II is 300 megajoules worth of power. So it's a lot more power, and it just costs normal shields, which is pretty easy, and electric engines, which is pretty easy. So it's something I wouldn't mind. That takes 5 of those, and then we need... So that takes 5 personal batteries, and that takes 10 vehicle batteries. That's a lot of power stored. Alright, and what am I going to wear? I'm not going to wear any of those. I'm going to wear all of those. You, give me that, and that. You can have that instead. And if the tank blows up, I'm dead anyway. Like, there's no 2 ways about it. I'm dead no matter what. But I think that's what we're going to run. Going to run all PLDs. And in the tank, we're going to have the tank cannon fire automatically. We're going to have bullets that fire automatically. I'm going to have bullets that I can fire. And high artillery. And can I please have some of them delivered? 10. 10 seems like half the amount of number I want. Okay, so with that all out of the way, I do have a lot of artillery, and that's a lot of worms coming in. So we're going to use artillery to soften up the targets, because I need to go grab more resources, basically. I need some iron, I need some copper, but the first thing we're going to do is just do a quick explore run with artillery. There. So yeah, radars do a really good job. Artillery do slightly better. Just that they can reach just a little bit further than what your radars can. So we can see in the north that I don't have any convenient choke point, but the land continues with the water on either side, so I have some sort of idea. I'd love to come this way, because there is one hell of an iron with another iron with another iron. That would fix my iron problems for a long time. And interestingly enough, there's water down here, so there is a possibility that I could build like a giant wall from here to here. But the fact that I see land up there probably means that this is a lake, which is not good. I see no water down here, so there's no choke points. I see no water along here, so there's no choke points. And I see nothing helpful along here, apart from there's some copper. Yeah, see what I mean about the amount of worms coming in? And they're all underground. I can't shoot any of them with artillery. Okay, so there's copper there, so I could sort of build out just past this and maybe straight down to there. And then, again, there's some iron up here, which I could possibly... Yeah, I could possibly build from there to there. 133 million. That would satisfy some of the base's needs for a little while. But I actually think we're going to go north, because if I could move this wall up to here, which is about the same length as it is currently, maybe a little bit longer, and then I can take this wall and just slide it out to here. So that was a worm. Alright, so what I want to do is I want to play paint the red dot. And we're just going to like try and soften up the targets just a little bit. I have no idea how effective this is going to be. But I have plenty of artillery shells and I'm not afraid to use them. And we're just going to keep clicking until all the red boxes disappear. Oh, that's the closest one. Okay, we'll get back to that later. No artillery in range. Really? Oh. 40, sir. You'd like 45 shells delivered, not 5. 45. You'd like any amount of shells delivered. You'd probably like power. You can have 45. You can have 45. You can be put down, especially with 45. You can be put down, especially with 45. Which probably means I need to request some concrete to make some more artillery. Okay. Bring shells. Yeah, like that. Alright, back to paint the red dot. Paint till the red squares go away. Okay, so each artillery shell does around about 500 damage. If we look at shells. So it does 500 physical plus 500 explosive. Realistically, if you bet on 500, you're pretty safe. So I was looking at that. Look, there's a dug worm right there. We'll shoot it on principle. So a behemoth worm at 1500 hit points is going to need 3 artillery shells. There's no two ways about it. A small worm is dead in 1 shot. Behemoth worm, 1100 hit points. 2 shells maybe? 1, 2. Yeah. 1, 2. Another shell incoming. Dead, just. Alright, then we have colossal worms at 7,500 hit points. So, can I just... let's shoot some background targets. So I get sight range back. I'd really like one of these with full hit points. You've got pretty close to full hit points. Behemoth worm. Behemoth worm. Okay, so this guy, closest worm. 7,500 hit points. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. 25 shells, because you can see the shells are hitting. They're not taking off 500 hit points. They're taking off about 300 hit points. Because he has a higher damage, a higher resistance to both explosive and physical. $26 shells for 1 worm. I made this challenge really easy upon myself. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, he's dead. After we fire another 25 shells. Meanwhile, spawners, yeah, no problem. We're just 1 shot, dead. And so much aggro. So much aggro is going to be caused. I don't know whether we have enough shells. One more. Done. He got some bonus shells for some reason. But yeah, biters are hard to clear. They're also hard to clean. Like, yeah. Alright, so we have a super heavy tank. It has a grid in it. It should be right to go. We've got our own armor with our own grid. We want to... I have enough steel on me. We're clearing that biter base. No, they're spawning. They're worms. They're not going to clear. Like, don't get me wrong. 1,500 hit points. We'll die with a nuke. Nukes are definitely an option. They're sort of an expensive option, but they're definitely an option. And the behemoth worms, yeah, those I can take. I don't mind wasting 2 or 3 shells on these guys, just so I don't have to deal with them. Also, range of 60 compared to a behemoth at a range of 48. Like, these guys are new in 17. Lots of people complained about them because their range is just massive. A range of 60 is it's twice the distance of a rocket launcher, which is the longest range that you get in the game. So, yeah, good luck. Alright, so where are we up to? We were crafting a second one of those. Put that there. Pick up Mr. Tanky Poo. Clear our way through the wall. Put down a couple of steel chests. In there, I do not want these things. Nope, I want that. I didn't get that delivery. Nope. We're gonna be an artillery down. Second chest. We're gonna put all this in here. Yep, that's it. We're pretty much on it. I don't need a landmine cannon targeter thingy with Jiggy Bob, and I do not need artillery. Cannon pods. To reload that, I just need the cargo pod and the artillery, and same with that one. I just need the cargo pods, which will be empty, and the actual and the ammunition, which I have had. Yeah, I know, you built me on the wall. How kind of you lot. Okay. And the actual tank. Third time's a charm. Alright, so one tank, Can you get the rocket fuel as well? Where the hell did the rocket fuel go? Oh, right there. I'm looking for a whole pile of stuff. Not too little. Yeah. Alright, rocket fuel. Ammo can stay on me, at least then it's on my body should a tank accidentally blow up. I really want some poison ammo, I just decided. That'll do me. And then Control Z. We're going to put that in there instead. Oh boy. What could go wrong? I like the fact that the autocannon just shoots. I don't like it now. Come on, Shields, you can do it. We need to go wander back to base and just park close to one of these repair turret things. Repair turret's going to repair? No. That one is. Oh, that one is now. Let me out of here. Okay. Wait for the shields to go back up. 3,500 hit points plus 6,000 for the tank. I feel okay about things. But I also can't actually target anything with a tank shell because I don't carry tank shells because they wouldn't fit my gun turret. But I have this poison ammo stuff. And a really, really, really large turning circle, it seems. Yeah, I gotta start turning miles away. They're doing a pretty good job. I can't complain. Drag them into the wall. Okay. Next little batch. And same story. Oh. So much death. I think the auto turrets do a way better job than I do. Maybe I should just worry about just driving. See how bad I can screw that one up. Pretty badly, very badly. Very, oh boy. Very badly. Repair turret? Am I not damaged? I'm not damaged. He says as he drives into the wall. Into the wall. Yeah, I need dragon's teeth. Dragon's teeth made out of gates. That way I can drive in and through them and into the defenses that is the wall. Later problems. Later JD problems. Alright. I want to get close enough I can try to tango with some of these bigger worms. I'm going to guess I'm out of tank shells. Alright, so if I stop there, grid... Control Shift L. Yes, that worked. Okay, so everything should be ready to go again. I still have ammo. Back into the fray. This is what you want to do on New Year's Eve, right? The last video of 2019 rather. Getting ahead of myself already. Watch me drive around tank. And I know you're all sitting there waiting for the inevitable death because I'm waiting to accidentally die myself. Because I know what's going to happen. Okay, that's that group done. Next. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. I was sort of expecting the tank shells to do more damage. Take out more friends on the way in. Alright, one more circle. Yeah. And then back into the fray we go. That is a colossal. Okay. Turn the tank. Yeah, my gun pods are empty. Okay. Stop. Shift L. Hang on, can I just... Oh, I don't even have to open the grid, and I can reload? That's a fair bit of goop on me. Okay, we'll try again. So Shift L. Anytime I'm feeling a little bit low on... What's this? 58%. They're all fully charged. Is that my armor? Oh, it's my armor. Running all the PLDs. Okay. Yeah, I'm looking at the battery. I'm like, the battery in the tank. I'm like, no, battery in the tank. Oh, it's full. Let's go this way. And this way. Stop it. Whoa, that's a bit of spit. You guys are not meant to run faster than I am. Shift L. Oh, shift spacebar. Bad combination. Things stop shooting. I'm not hearing any tank shells go off. Oh, because they got within the minimum range. Yeah, minimum range. Minimum range 5. Yeah. Okay. Shift L. Reloaded. Ready to go. My PLDs are getting... Well, my personal battery is getting more and more drained each time we go back out. Okay. Let's try... We're going to loop this way. And loop this... Oh, boy! Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. So, you know how... Sorry. You know how, like, you'd never, ever run your tank into a behemoth biter because you just stopped it. Turns out the same rule applies even if you're running it in a bigger tank into a colossal worm. You just never, ever hit them. I had the tank, I had the turret facing it. I was holding spacebar, thinking I was firing cannon shells. And in normal Factorio, the cannon shells have got no minimum range, so they'll fire point blank. Turns out I was wrong. So, that brings us to the end of 2019. Thank you guys so much for watching. I do hope you've enjoyed... Well, I do hope you've enjoyed everything this year. All this different series we've done. It's been a long year. There's been a lot of fun stuff. And 2020 starts ever so shortly. So, there'll be more. There'll be so much more in 2020. It's gonna be one hell of a year. Anyway, I'm gonna leave it there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Do hope you've enjoyed. And I'll see you guys in tomorrow's episode in a whole new year. Whole new decade. Wow. Okay, I'm starting to feel old now. I'm out. Thank you guys so much for watching. Stay safe, take care of yourself, and I'll see you next year. All right, bye.